Okay, I've reached the stage of the gates to go on to this translation of the healing properties of the gemstones of New Jerusalem, but also we have the Sons of Judah there as well. So this, what I would say is the Lamb's Scroll of Life, came out when I was wanting to surround with poems to illustrate what it means, and then sort of came out with the causes of the hurt and pain and grief and trauma in life, which we all know come from sin, because sin is something that falls short of love. And when we go into that stress response of fear, the adrenaline response, it gets us out of danger quick, but shuts down the conscious reasoning brain, so we become unreasonable, and many people become addicted to the stress and to the adrenaline, which is not the truth. It's not the truth where love comes from, and stress is at the root of all disease, mental and physical. And and so I go on down through this scroll, which I will start to share with you here on YouTube, to coming down to how we attain to that light, and the light from the endorphin love produced in our body without stress, and from living without the causes of that stress and pain. And so it's a lifetime's work. I've had a lot of stress and things to overcome in my life, but I've always really been blessed with the Holy Spirit, and always turned to God and asked God for my answers, although in my youth I got a number of things wrong, and but we turn away from things that are classed as sin, and then we start to feel the love, we lose the stress. And so, after, the worst time in my life, and I was very unwell with stress and too much, and not a lack of support, and lost, wasn't too blessed on the mother-daughter relationship way. I said to God, I just can't carry on. And that vision of light came. Thanks be to God. And so this work, which I had already done, started to pour out, to fall out. And this was a beautiful crystal, amethyst crystal, which I'd had with me through all the time of writing. And so I put it out on a cliff with the New Jerusalem, the New Heaven crystals. And that was the start of all of this work coming out. The crystal went, and initial I don't know, grief, anger. I knew I had to let it go. And so all of those crystals take all of this knowledge with them, and so I started on the journey of delivering this work, which was not in the way that I thought. I'd sent out my work to some publishers. 2002 at first, my first book. I have a number of books, but I have given them all to the church, and don't know what they do with them. But anyway, the knowledge is there. It has been given freely, and those scrolls are around the world, as far as I can get them at this time. And so I've self-published 3 books so far. the Armageddon one, I keep trying to get that one out. It's out on audio, and I will be uploading that soon. Yeah, I don't know, sort of on Amazon, they offer my book second hand, and I haven't sold very many. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So I might just publish it locally, actually, and go from there. But anyway, so the gates now going on to Jerusalem. I've always talked about the crystals from the crystal aspect because I do work with crystals in my work as well. But also what they do reveal is the conscious process. But have obviously studied the scriptures and the Sons of Israel, which I haven't really spoken too much on those on YouTube. So yes, so just looking at, well, I'm looking at the Eastern Gate, which is where Jesus returns from, or through. And we have Joseph, who, Joseph Trust. And so that's all to do with trust. So you have to have trust and confidentiality with when we're working with people and their inner hurts and pains, and those are the truths. So when something hurtful has happened and caused trauma, it is very traumatic to move through it, but that is the only way that we can restore the love and clear the blocks that the fear response has created, and that's something that we do as kinesiologists, and many alternative therapists work in similar ways. And those transitions, once they're made conscious, can be very, very fast moving. And so we are changed just as in the twinkling of an eye when we lose that fear block and return to the parasympathetic nervous system of the naturally occurring endorphin love. So what else can I say about these at the moment? So I'll just go through with you a little bit about Dan, because when I initially, so obviously Dan isn't included in the 12, but he is at the Eastern Gate. And Dan, this is some of my research on Dan, is, I thought I had it here, found it. And it's related, he's related to the judgment. Hang on, where is he? So Ephraim is the double portion, of which Joseph was granted that when his son Manasseh was included. Okay, right, I'll find I thought I had it ready. But I found this poem, which sometimes I forget all the things I've written, because and I do have to thank God, because I didn't ever set out to be a poet, but the poems came. So this one's called Holy Grail. An intelligent energy lights up from within, heals and makes us feel right and never dim. It can't come from unhealthy organs, it can't come from hate, it can't come from divisions, and it must not be late. I call it love, endorphin love, positive love being born. No lies or betrayals, therefore no thorns. No lies or betrayal means no pain, where empathy and compassion will surely reign. We all practice freely, then we can attain to living within this wonderful reign. It's hard at first to consider another, but when learnt it is easy, like taught by a mother. Only when everyone loves can love work. Only when everyone loves can love work. Only love causes love to become whole. For the Holy Spirit of love. And so the end is the beginning of the word endorphin. The end of the quest for heart smiles in love. The Holy Grail, mimicked by opium posing as opiates. Oh, it's too hot again.